So, part 2 question answer vlog. These are all coming from the one guy. So Miles, this video's for you, mate. First question, what is your regular job? How much time do you invest in editing your footage? I can't help ask all these questions, I'm a fan. My regular job is I run a car detailing company, and we went into that on part 1, so I won't get into that too much. How much time do I invest in editing my videos? I'd probably say 1 hour per 10-minute video. I'm at the stage now where I'm actually quite enjoying it. I love learning technology and doing new things. So I'm quite, invested in doing this. I kind of said to my wife and Andrew Fisher, if you're watching, I want to try and put out a video every 2 days for a year and see how that grows me, how I get to meet some new people, form a little forum in the questions, in the comments vlog down below. It's my long-term goal for this channel is maybe to get 500 subscribers, because you're never going to make money doing this for golf channels. I mean, I think Crosswell has 200,000 and I think he's lucky to make 20-30 grand a year off it, and the amount of time and effort you put into it, you're better off doing something else. But I really love doing this and meeting people, and honestly, when people send me gifts and I get to open it up and put it on camera and give away stuff, I love doing that. So yeah, your video is what it is. If you don't really care too much, you'll just whack it up, and there's a few channels that just put up some shit that don't even, you could cut half of it out because they're just too busy putting up stuff, putting up video every day. How much, what do you think about TaylorMade selling, Adidas selling TaylorMade? I don't really know too much about that. To be honest, if it makes them both more profitable, then I'm all for it. The last thing we want is TaylorMade falling apart right after Nike, because all of a sudden then, like anything, let's say hypothetically McDonald's fell apart in Australia and Hungry Jack's and McDonald's seem to be the two biggest fast food chains when it comes to burgers. Then all of a sudden McDonald's is bankrupt and Hungry Jack's can start jacking up the price for a Whopper, and surprise, surprise, we've got to pay for it because we want a burger and we want it in 2 minutes. If it makes TaylorMade more profitable and vice versa, I'm all for it. But I do believe that the amount of drivers they pump out, I think people just get sick and tired, because let's face it, I've had my Mizuno JPX now for 2 years now, year and 3/4, 18 months, and I'm not going to change it unless something drastically gets me 25 more meters. I'm not going to justify spending $700 more to get an extra 5 meters, because at the end of the day, I'm happy with my distances they are right now. Maybe in 30 years when I'm old and hunchback, yeah, fair enough, but hopefully by then, anyway. Miles says, I currently use the Adams F Fast 1W with the Fubikara regular shaft. Okay. What's the Aussie exchange like? How much does the golf cost in Australia? Now, the actual golfing itself is cheap. We have a lot of these old internet companies now giving you $25, you get a cart and 18 holes, a drink and lunch, and you can't even get lunch for $25 at some of these golf courses. The exchange rate fluctuates between mid-high 60 cents to your dollar to maybe sometimes $1.10, but right now I think it's sitting at 78 cents. So when I say a round of golf cost me $10, it's really costing you, $6.80 or $7 US. So that's how you work out the interval. So today's round I played at Sandgate was $15. That's roughly $10.50, $10 for your price. So it is dirt cheap to play golf over here, providing you do some research. But yeah, it is what it is. What's your outlook on the golfing industry, real estate, now that Nike has dumped the club and ball manufacturing? Same sort of thing with TaylorMade. Although they're not dumping the golf industry, they're moving away from Adidas, or vice versa. I think, I can't remember, some quote said, the more competition, the better. And I think at the end of the day, the less competition there is, it's not good for us as a consumer. I think the problem is that everybody's too focused on making money and keeping the shareholders happy, that they forget that the actual people like you and me don't have the money to go out and buy the drive every year. We have families, we have, the cost of living. I don't know about you and the rest of the world, but over here, our power bills keep going up. Everybody's got solar power now, so it wasn't solar panels on the roof now. So years ago, you used to not pay any electricity at all, but now everybody's done it, and we're not getting as much back now. But I do think competition is a good thing. I think that the less competition is going to be a horrible place to play in. So, but yeah, I heard you wear a lot of sunscreen in Australia. Is that true? And my thoughts. We're supposed to. I don't really sometimes, but being honest, I think we are the highest rated skin cancer in the world. I do wear sunscreen in the summer quite a lot, but I should wear it more. But that's the byproduct, I suppose, of having 12 months of sun every year. We don't get snow here. Certain places do, but for the main part, 99.9% of Australia is always in sun. Has my Scotty Cameron helped my putting? And please be honest. Honestly, has it helped? No. Does it make me take care of my putter a lot more? Yes, it does, because I wouldn't dream of putting off the green from 110 metres out for Scotty Cameron. And I think if I did, I'd probably get a knock at the door from the creators telling him to give it back. It's a tough one. Okay, the question is, if I had the opportunity to trade my Scotty in to get my TaylorMade Rosa or the Jason Day putter, I would do that. I only got the Scotty Cameron because I suppose everybody else got one, so I thought I'd try it out. Now, I do agree it is made a lot better. The quality on it, you can't fault it. I agree with that. But I won't trade it in because it's more of an investment. But I do, put it this way, I do miss my old putter. So hopefully that answers your question. I really appreciate you guys checking out the channel. We have all the questions answered there, guys, so I really appreciate that. And yeah, we'll see you next time.